My name is Nandini.
Yes.
And the question I have actually builds off of what you have just said about the table and our conscious experience of that table being what we perceive as the material world. I think the question I have is about the Ishta Devata. We all have our Ishta Devata. We all identify with our Ishta Deva. But the names of our Ishta Deva, the forms of our Ishta Deva, all of these are part of this world, what we made. We made the forms. We made the names.
Yes.
Can you explain the Ishta Devatas to me in terms of the consciousness? Because in that case, if we made the Ishta Devatas in the sense of we gave the names, we gave the forms, we gave the form or the teachings of the Ishta Devata, how is that associated to the consciousness?
All right. Yes. What lies at the heart of this question is, so is God made up? Is it cultural, to put it more politely? Yeah. And the answer is, straight answer, no. No. Just as this table, it is an appearance in consciousness. But will you say, we have made it up? We have given it a name and form. Can you do it differently? You can't do it differently. It's given to you. The way it is, the table is a table. You can't do anything about it. Eyes have revealed it as a table. You can't see it as a flower. A flower is a flower. A table is a table. You are not making it up in the sense you're making up, say, a conception in your mind, an imagination, a story in your mind. Not in that sense. This is presented to your senses and you must know it as it is presented. And yet it is an appearance in consciousness. Just because it is unalterable, you can't make it up and keep on changing it as you wish. It's not at the level of imagination. It's a level of sensory fact. You can't keep on changing it as you wish. And yet it is in consciousness. This is what Vedanta wants to say. Now, straight answer to your question, how real is God? How real is the Ishta Devata? Though the names and forms seem to be very cultural. What I mean by cultural is, we are taught as Hindus God is Krishna or Rama or Ramakrishna. Christians are taught God appears as the son of God is Christ. The Muslims are taught that God is as a formless divine personality, and they call it Allah and many other names. 99 names of Allah are there. The Jews call it Jehovah. They are not supposed to call it anything, but in Jehovah. So, isn't it all cultural? Isn't it all made up? No. How real is it? It is as real as this world. How real is God? As real as this world. And let us be honest, we consider this world to be very real indeed. To that extent, as real as you consider your own body to be. We normally don't say, I have made up my own body, it's a fictional thing. No, it seems very real to me. If the body seems real to me, to that extent, God is real. It's a very carefully considered statement. But just as the body is an appearance in you, the consciousness, in that sense also God is an appearance in you, the consciousness. Consciousness is the inner reality of all these appearances. The inner reality is what's called Atma, the very self of this. The very self of this world is consciousness. The very self of this body-mind appearance is consciousness, is Atman. And so too with God. It is one reality, one Brahman, one existence, consciousness, bliss, which appears as three things. Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara. Sentient beings like us, the world which we inhabit, and the God of this world. They are all equally real. And footnote, with fine print, and equally unreal. The reality being Brahman, existence, consciousness, bliss. Who are you? You are that reality. If you can honestly say, I have made up this world, I have made up this body, I have made up this personality, and then you can say, I made up God also. But we can't honestly say that. We make a big distinction between our imagination and what we consider as sensory perception. This is This is perceived, real for me. And if I mentally I imagine this table, so I think, yeah, that's made up. This is real. Where is God? Is it like this or like this? It's like this. In Sanskrit, in Vedanta, there are these words, Vyavaharika and Pratibhasika. Transactional reality, appearance level reality. What is appearance level reality? Imagination, dreams, the snake scene in the rope. These are all appearance level reality and illusory. Dreams, stories, fiction, movies. What is transactional reality? This world which we are inhabiting. This one. What Vedanta wants to say is that there is a deeper level of reality. And the deeper level of reality is Brahman. Instead of saying false and real, Vivekananda said, why not say lower truth to higher truth? So say that this world is true. It's real. But there is a higher truth, which is Brahman. So that avoids the use of the term false, appearance, dream-like, which creates, it's like a stumbling block for many people. So let this be the lower truth. But God here, this lower truth has a way of trapping us in this world. And that higher truth, Brahman, can be grasped in this world through our God language, our God forms and names and all of that. It's a portal to that higher truth. Pure consciousness itself can never be objectified. I am the witness of everything. But try to know it. Try to know yourself as you truly are. It's some kind of thought will come up, some kind of conception will come up. And if we dismiss every conception, a blankness will come up. You will never be able to objectify the pure subject. Consciousness can never be an object to itself. And yet it can be. How is it an object to itself? Oh, in this beautiful technology which we call, spiritual technology which we call God and Ishta Devata. Imposing a set of, yes, culturally influenced names and forms which enable us to grasp the ungraspable for the purpose of spiritual realization, for the purpose of spirituality. So, yes, Ishta Devata is not made up in that sense.
It's real. It's a form of consciousness. It
is consciousness, just as you are not made up. In the same sense, the Ishta Devata is also not made up. Let me give a distinction between made up, the two Sanskrit beautiful terms. One is kalpana. Kalpana, we know it is in every Indian language. It means imagination. Imagination. Creativity. Imagination. The other one is bhava, which is a spiritual word which means a spiritual attitude. Bhava. Now, what's the difference between the two? Bhavana and kalpana. One Kashmiri Shaiva philosopher, he writes that this bhavana, which is also mental, emotional, you're relating to Krishna and you're loving Krishna, for example. That's a bhavana. How is it different from kalpana? Suppose a kid says, I love Spider-Man, you love Krishna. What's the difference? The difference is this. Spider-Man is a product of kalpana, of imagination, of the the artist, the comic writer's creative imagination. It comes up with this idea of Spider-Man. It does not have to correspond to anything in this relative universe. Whereas bhavana is not like that. Spiritual seekers have practiced and realized God in that particular form, and it becomes a lineage in Hinduism or in any other religion also. That in this way God was revealed to such and such person way back. And they have transmitted that form, that name, that way of practice, that ritual, so that you too can reach that. And that is still there and accessible to us in that form. Yeah. Still there is a cultural component. Still there, that's why it accounts for the difference between different religions approaching it in different ways. The ultimate nature of God is so capacious, so vast, that it can be approached, it can be practiced, approached and realized in all these different ways. And they are all real. As real as? Yes, this world. Thank you.